calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Throwing to start the drive. Winslow. And that is incomplete. These two teams met up earlier in the year back in Week 4. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun. Winslow. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. Hunter, nice one on a punt as he sends this one away. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake. Garrison. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Garrison. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down.
First down, Eagles.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Winslow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. The Cowboys had 3 and 8 on the year, and they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Winslow going to take a shot for Gallup. And this throw will be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Garrison. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winslow. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this 1st half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Off play action. Garrison. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chad Muma fighting all the way through and getting the sack. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Going to run again here with Pollard. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back to throw. Winslow. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of 1st halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Throwing on 1st down. Winslow. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 30. 10. And he's into the end zone. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Eagles 17, Cowboys 0.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Take it in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. Control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The red challenge flag making an appearance. Doug Peterson not liking what he saw there. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Let's go.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Operating from the gun, Winslow. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Elliott good with a PAT, and a route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Take it in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Operating from the gun, Garrison. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that flag accepted. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Now, to be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw. Garrison. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Grant Calcaterra there to make the grab. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he rifles one incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to find Gallup here complete. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw. Winslow. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Winslow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
To throw on second down, Garrison. Over the middle, complete. That's Butler. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A gain there of 21 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, Garrison. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Pollard again, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Winslow. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few. And my goodness, another interception. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
On 1st down, Garrison. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. He gets this to Butler.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Back to throw again. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake. Winslow. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game. And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cowboys are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 24. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field is, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
Yeah, it would be a pretty amazing comeback. But we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Garrison. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Elliott Good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The throw over the middle taken in. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Looking to throw. Winslow. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Winslow. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Throwing on 1st down. Garrison looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Garrison. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Off play action. Winslow. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Winslow. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Winslow. And my goodness, another interception. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And they will take a knee here. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And they take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, 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 know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB.